Hey guys, and welcome back to another World of Warcraft gold making video. In this one I'm going to be showing you 5 very good gold making farms. Now starting off with the first one is right here, and we're going to be farming Primal Fire. So it drops off these green guys right here, the Fell Spark, and they are just located, let's zoom out a bit for you. They are located all in this area. As you can see, they're just spread out. You can do this solo, you can do all of these farms that I'm going to show you solo. They all are very good farms. By the time you clear this end and get back to the other, they should have respawned. Handy little macro to use if you're a druid is your farming macro. You just change the start of it to CAD just like that. Now you can run around, spam this, and it will automatically target them for you just like that. So you loot them up, and what you want to actually be looking out for, let's put on loot appraiser. So you want to be looking out for the mode of fire, which once you have 10 of those, you can turn them into a primal fire. So I'll show you what that looks like. And just like that, we have 10 modes of fire under 2 minutes. And then once you have 10, you just click it and it'll turn it into a primal fire. And a primal fire is worth around 500 to 600 gold each. Some servers for 1000 gold, but these sell a lot better than the modes of fire. Now you can keep some modes of fire, sell half, it's up to you. I recommend just turning them all into primals. They can go for like 1k, which is really good. So this is the first farm out of the 5. Farm number 2 is for Moats of Wind, and what you're going to be turning them into is Primal Wind. And now these sell really good. And now where you're going to be farming this is right here in Shadow Moon Valley in the Outlands. So right down here they spawn these guys right here, the Enraged Air Spirit, and these guys spawn all the way down there, all the way up this valley, and then out the front of it. And so it doesn't take long whatsoever to get 10 of these, which can turn into the mode of air. The primal air, which you'll want to sell the primal airs. So I'll just show you right here. I'll put up loot appraiser. So we've got 8 minutes. We'll see how long it takes to get us 10 of them. So with our macro, you just want to change it to enraged. So target enraged, just like that. And that is good to go. So we can just spam that whenever we get close to one. We loot them up. So it's 8 minutes. We'll see how long it takes to get 10. So there's one more that spawns over here. You can get him too. Okay, we're getting bad. We haven't even got one yet, but it should only take a couple minutes to get 10 of them. Alright, let's head back over to the valley. Clear that out. Wow, our RNG, come on. Come on, baby. Okay, we should get one here. There we go. So mode of air, you want 10 of those to make your primal air. So I'll go ahead and I'll grab 10 of those, and I'll keep the timer. Alrighty, so it took us about 2 minutes and 33 seconds to get 10 of them. So when you have 10, they're worth like 800 gold to 1000 gold on their own, but their sell rate is not as good. You can click on them and turn them into a primal air, which sells for 1000 gold and has a bit better sell rate. So that is the main thing that you want to be farming here. So every few minutes you should be able to get 10 motes of air, which you can turn into primal air. So that is the second farm I recommend. Third gold farm, while we're at it, another primal farm. And what this one is the Mena Primal Farm. So what you'll be farming here is these guys called the Mena Seekers, and they're located in North of Storm, in Outlands. So right down on the bottom, so right here is where they are located. And there's a whole heap of them that spawn on this this hill corner, the hilltop. And basically you can make another macro for these guys if you're a druid. This works really good. You just change this to mana and it'll automatically cast Sunfire on them. So just like this, and it'll cast it. So what, just like the other two farms, you're going to be farming 10 moats of mana, which you can turn into 1 primal mana. So we'll turn on Loot Appraiser and I'll just get 10 and I'll show you how long it takes. Very, very quick. Now I really enjoy this farm. It's very chilled. There's not usually much competition on the auction house, so you can get a decent price for your primals once you've turned them into a primal. The manas don't go, the moats don't go for as much, but the once you've turned them into the primals, then they do. So I'll just grab 10 of them and we'll see how long it takes. Alright, so we've got 11, so it took about 2 minutes or so. So now you have 10 moats of mana. You can turn that into 1 primal mana, and the primal manas go for about, on my server, 500 to about 700 gold each. This is another really good farm I recommend. Moving on to the 4th farm, which is going to be right here. So right on this river, you'll be farming elemental water. So you can use a macro and just change the target part to mud or mudded, just like that. And now you can run up and down here and just simply kill all these guys and loot them up. Let's put on Loot Appraiser. Do we want to restart it? Okay, we just reset Loot Appraiser and we will run around here. We'll just farm a bit of it. And I'll show you what you want to be looting and how often you get it. Now you can loot it one by one, or you can actually just run around the whole place, kill them all down. But just for video's sake, and then loot every 3 minutes, but just for video's sake, this is how we'll do it. So Volatile Water, sorry, I said elemental water, but it's Volatile Water. This is what you're going to be farming, so it's really, really good. It's worth about 50 to 70 gold each, all the way up to 100 gold on some servers, and it drops pretty common, so it just drops off these guys. Very, very simple farm. And now moving on to Volatile Fire. The 5th and final farm I recommend is literally just up from the farm we just showed you, and this is going to be the Volatile Fire farm. So you're going to be killing these guys right here. So on the map, the little red area right here, they spawn just in here. So you can just kill them, run back and forth, and they'll respawn. So they go all the way up here. And so you can actually make a macro, just change it to bounded. So for target, you just go for unbound, just like that, and it should automatically cast on them. And now this is a really good farm. I actually highly recommend this one. Very, very good farm. Well, I recommend them, or getting a decent amount of all the materials, having them up on the auction house all at once, and that's how you make your best amount of gold from doing these farms. So I'll just show you what we're actually after. Alright, so we just got 3 of them in one go. So they're worth about 50 to 100 gold each, and that is Volatile Fire. So that is the 5 farms I recommend doing World of Warcraft right now. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel for a lot more gold making videos. And also, if you want more gold making farms, tips and tricks, my gold making guide will be the very first link down in the description box below the video. Until the next one, take care.